We're going to be talking about the 4 most important things that you need to be doing in 2024 to improve your marketing. These are things that will make a difference to your business. Welcome to the Clever Content channel, brought to you by Nexus Creative. My name has always been Nigel Hart, but today you can call me
Nigel Hartington III.
That'll do. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So here at the Clever Content channel, we're going to be talking about marketing, but not the kind of big picture marketing that kind of McDonald's do and Shell do and, John Lewis do, because that's irrelevant for majority of businesses. We know you're smaller, we know you have limited budget, and we want to generate content that is going to be really suitable and really improve your marketing campaigns. That's our plan. Now, we've all been talking for the last 18 months about the big picture of AI. Now, we all know it. We all know that it's coming. We all see it's going to make a difference to our business, but how is it really going to make a difference? And how should you be using it? AI at the very basic level will generate you content. That is what is really tricky. It's always been really tricky to develop because it's hard to know everything about your subject. Great things like ChatGPT or Bard, which is my favorite, you're going to be able to shortcut that. You're going to be able to create content that is going to be really succinct, and as long as you go through and check it, it's going to be really dynamic for your business. So not only is there ways of generating textual content through AI, there's also some great techniques or great system to allow you to generate visual content through AI. The first one I've used is Midjourney. Wonderful system, very easy to get involved with and very simple to use. You've just got to know how to structure the question that you ask the system. Now we're going to show you some examples of that. We're going to show you some pictures that we've generated ourselves. There's a few in there that are quite funny. You've got to really look in detail at the images because the brain does some very clever things when you look at images. It kind of writes over the image that you look at and ignores all of the data until you stop and really scrutinize the image. You will find that hands will have extra fingers on it. You will find shapes in the background of your images that won't be possible in reality. But as long as you keep working on the process of improving those images, you can really get some dynamic content. For a laugh, I generated myself in AI, and this is the phrase that I put in, and this is the results that I got. So how are you going to use this in your business? So if you're a small company with a small marketing team, then it's really about streamlining the content that you can generate. It could be images to go on your website. You could ask the system, you could ask Midjourney to generate you a picture, an environment that relates to your system to add into your website. You would have to go and get a camera, you would have to go to a location to generate. These can be done through Midjourney or the others that are available. I know there's photo rooms available for creating backgrounds. The important thing to remember is AI is never going to replace the expertise of all those great graphic designers, all those great videographers and photographers, illustrators or content creators. It's not going to replace them. Or we hope so. How much is it going to cost to use these systems? Well, they're relatively cheap. They more often not come on a subscription basis. I can't remember off the top of my head what Midjourney cost, but we'll put all the information either on screen here or pin it down below. We're not sponsored by any of these systems. We just think they're really useful systems that you'll be able to use and improve your workflow and efficiency. Number 2 in the things to do in 2024, short form video content. Embrace it. Get behind it, starting using that as part of your output in your social media channels. Now, places like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, those are the places to really sort of leverage the short form version of your video. Now, it's got to be short, snappy, to the point, think 15 to 60 seconds maximum, because that's got to have the impact. It's got to have a story behind it. You've got to have energy. You've got to get that energy in right at the beginning so that you capture the audience and drag them through the entire story. Nobody wants to fall asleep in the video, so make it short and snappy. So you might not have a full crew like we've got here today. It doesn't matter. You can generate content on your phones and you can start by editing it together. You can edit it nowadays in a multitude of apps that are available. You can even edit it in Insta directly. So you don't be scared to generate content, but you just got to get on and do it. So I know I've been talking a lot about AI today. Well, there's one more bit I want to filter into this. So once you've taken your long form video, so your video which is longer than like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you want to condense that down into that short form, 15 to 16 second blocks, where you can use something called Opus Clip. It's an online subscription service. You upload your video and about 10 minutes later you get an email through which has got 6 or 7 short form versions of that video. Now what is brilliant is it's going to also tell you which is going to be the most popular. It's also going to give you an annotated version of it, so you're going to get the subtitles. So That is brilliant. Now, we, of course, did exactly that with this video, and this is what it ranked #1. Now, it's got to be short, snappy, to the point, think 15 to 60 seconds maximum, because that's got to have the impact. It's got to have a story behind it. You've got to have energy. You've got to get that energy in right at the beginning so that you capture the audience and drag them through the entire story. So in 3, we have brand experience. Now, even if you're a small business, you know the importance of having a strong brand. Now, this has to be reflected in everything you do, and it probably is. You probably got it on your website, you probably got it on your business card, but you need to up that level. The moment somebody walks in through your door, whether it's a factory or a shop or an office, they need to have a brand experience. You need to reflect your brand personality throughout everything that they see, that they engage with, the warm welcome, the smell of coffee. These things can also be reflected in your website and in your social media and everything that you put out as content. So think about a good experience, a good brand experience that you've had. You might have gone to a car showroom and seen lots of nice glass and lots of polished floor. That gives you the impression that they care about the environment their cars are in. You might have gone to a nice pub and then gone out the back and found that the toilets are leaking and there's all over the floor. That's going to give you a negative experience. So you've got to think about everything to do with your brand. So put yourself in your customer's shoes. How would you want to feel when you engage with the company? How does that experience have to be to make you feel really positive about the engagement? #4, behavioural science. This is my absolute favourite. It sounds really complicated, and there are some complicated elements to it because it's all about psychology and science, but ultimately there are tricks and things you can do to change the way that your audience engage with you. So if I were to simplify what behavioural science is for business, is the way that you trick your children to get to bed at night, the way that you teach them to do things. It's all about the language that you use and the phrases that you use, and that is what we replicate when we use behavioural science in marketing. So before I move on to my favourite and the most important behavioural science trick that will revolutionise the way you do business in 2024, I'm going to ask you a favour. Please subscribe, please like, and please hit the little bell, whatever that is nowadays. If there's anything you want us to cover, or there's any kind of subject you just want us to dig into, then put them in the comments below and we will answer you. The pecan rule. So imagine your customer is engaging with you. You want to take them on a nice journey. You want to give them a nice experience. So they've come in and seen you. They've had the starter. It's been nice. They've had the kind of main course. They've got to know you a little bit. Then the dessert at the end is the most important factor. If they leave having had a wonderful, tasty dessert, they're going to be happy and they're going to remember it. And business is like that. Your engagement with your customer, your marketing has to leave a good taste in your customer's mouth.